Down low. Did they go in? No, went off the side of the net.
Yeah, Gustafson almost snuck it in on the short side.
Wow. Sharp angle shot from down low. 5.5 minutes to go. 3-goal lead for the Rangers. Quick keeps it moving. DeBrusque goes over, taken away by Wheeler. That's intercepted by Lindholm. Pass blocked by Wheeler. Nice recovery by Blake Wheeler. Back in the Ranger zone. Gustafson goes back to get it. Things have quieted down after 2.5 periods of non-stop action with scoring chances. Virtually every rush down the ice. That's an icing on the play with 4:44 to go.
With Caesars Palace Online Casino, the rewards are yours for the playing. Every spin on any of your favorite slots earns towards premium Caesars Rewards benefits. Your benefits. Sign up today to redeem your exclusive welcome offer.
Yeah, the Rangers move the puck around, and there's a shot by Gustafson. Right at the top of the net. Nearly put it in.
Ullmark wasn't sure. Chance for Lindholm as he went also for the short side up top, and that went off the side of the Rangers net. 6 goal scorers in the game for the Rangers, including Keandre Miller, Tyler Pitlick, Nick Bonino, Jimmy Vesey, Artemi Panarin, and Chris Kreider with 2. Chris Kreider has now scored 8 goals over his last 11 games. Good stretch for him. He's among the league leaders. That's covered up by Jonathan Quick. Stopping play, 4:04 to go. When the game is over, we have complete post-game coverage coming your way on Mercedes-Benz Rangers post-game with John Giannone and Dave Maloney. Michelle Gingras will be doing the interviews in the locker room, talking with the players. We'll hear from head coach Peter Laviolette, all coming up on Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame. Rangers looking to get a good streak going once again. And a 6-game winning streak.
I kind of like the one they're on.
They had a 4-game winning streak, and this could be 3 games in 3:45. Long outlet to Panarin. Now Lafreniere. Tried to cut in. Lauko stopped him. And Panarin got a piece of it. Got it to Trocheck. Panarin. Toward the net, Lafreniere was set up in front. The Rangers keep going, looking for more. Shot by Miller, saved by Ullmark. And that got past Miller, tried to stop it with the glove. Rangers 35 shots on goal. Lafreniere in deep. Puck taken back by Marchand. Moves in against Lindgren. Zetter's Pasternak's shot was deflected by Quick up into the netting and stopped play.
Yeah, I think actually Barclay Goodrow was able to get it away. Yeah.
All right.
So that line, just again, they go to show that they're doing things right, both ends of the ice.
Yeah.
There's the block by Goodrow.
Did it get Miller too?
I think he's lucky it didn't. It was head high, just missed him.
Goodrow's had a real good game, been very physical. 3 or 4 hits in the game on the score sheet for Barclay Goodrow. Will Cooley's had 4 hits. Rangers are doing a lot of good things.
Yeah, not much time to rest either.
No.
Playing Monday night again.
Marchand. Worked in deep, it goes by. Zaka's pass blocked by Goodrow. 2:20 to go. Rangers with a 3-goal lead. Charlie McAvoy. Rangers broke out on top early with 2 goals. Power play goal from Chris Kreider. He took the 2-0 lead. And Boston answered back after calling a timeout. Each coach used their timeout effectively, I thought. Peter Laviolette had one as well.
You don't see that very often, both in the first period.
There goes Pastrnak trying to break in. Saved by Quick. Snyder pressured Pastrnak. He got the shot off and then went down. Gets him slowly behind the play. Kreider in deep. Centers. And a save by Omar on a redirection by Schneider.
Boy, Pastrnak was slow to get up. And it seems to be okay. Towards the end of a shift. And there's the Schneider coming back, trying to get the puck, trying to defend. He knocks Pastrnak off balance. There it is again, and Pastrnak, you can see his skates just, boy, oh boy, and he goes shoulder first into the post. And normally that post will move off of those, you know, off those,
the pegs, you mean?
Yeah, off those pegs, which are rubber.
Long shot. Oh, that got him in the mask. That shot by Trouba hit Allmark in the mask. And here's Danton Heinen trying to break away. Miller gets back with a good reach. In comes Potra. Saved by Quick. No, Jonathan Quick's not letting up at all as we get down to the final minute of the game. And the Rangers are going to take the lead in wins in the NHL. This will be their 15th win of the season. Rangers will go to 15-3-1. Boston will go to 14-3-3. And the other teams with 14 wins: Vegas 14-4-2, Vancouver 14-6-1. Ranger fans getting on the Bruins as the final seconds tick off. Shot by Panarin, stopped by Omar. There's another one Panarin could have had, Joe. Rangers have had 40 shots in the game. They're on their feet at the Garden, cheering a big win for the New York Rangers. 7-4, they beat the Bruins. Panarin laughing. He had a lot of chances. Jonathan Quick is now 6-0-1. What a start to his Rangers career.
Yeah, well, we said it before, he's becoming a real story in the National Hockey League. This wasn't an easy game. You know, the goals that were scored on him, he didn't have much of a chance on any. He wanted the one from Pastrnak back on the power play, but Pasternak's a special goal scorer. But this was just you talk about entertaining. Up and down the ice. The coaches will say, well, we didn't defend as well as we do, but this was just hard fought throughout. Nick Bonino gets his first goal as a Ranger. That's a good sign. The fourth line comes up big again. Jimmy Vesey was terrific in this game.
Tyler Pitlick with a goal.
There's Mika blowing you a kiss.
I think it might have been to Chris Kreider for scoring 2 goals. But the Rangers, they were ready to play. That's one thing you can say about the Rangers in these games.
No, they are.
Every game.
Their first periods, they have been coming out all season long. It's been very few times that I can remember where the first period where they've been sluggish or not skating or not moving or not putting pressure on. And you know, they just after that they had a tough game in Philadelphia yesterday. Boston had a tough game at home and losing to Detroit. And the Rangers came out with the first 8 shots in this one. Boston didn't have a shot until about the 12-minute mark.
And now it's time for the Mercedes-Benz Stars of the Game. Third star, Keandre Miller. Boy, he scored a beautiful goal.
That turned out to be the game winner. His goal. Started it, followed it up on the play. He and Trouba have just been a really solid pair on defense.
Number 2 star, Jimmy Vesey. Another outstanding effort for him. A goal and an assist.
You know, Sammy's starting to make more plays with the puck. They're not just out there thinking defense and not contributing offensively. Now Jimmy Vesey's kind of leading the way for that line, taking it to the net, getting shots, holding onto the puck, making plays.
And Chris Kreider hears the cheers, the ovation from the crowd. A 2-goal game plus an assist. The Rangers this season have had a 6-game winning streak, a 4-game winning streak, and now a 3-game winning streak. They've won 7 of their last 8. They are 13-1-1 in their last 15. 7-4, Rangers win it. We'll be right back.
Another great defensive effort. 3 takeaways after 6 against Washington last week. Boy, you guys are getting really good at big plays.
Yes, sir. We're getting comfortable on this defense. You know, Wink's got us fired up, playing aggressive, and we just make plays when it counts. I thought Tommy did a great job bringing energy all game. You know, we got a feisty football team right now, so we're excited about this one.
Great read on the interception. Simmons had the pressure. You went 55 yards, bud. You couldn't quite get to the end zone.
Yeah, I'll be practicing with the punt returners and the kickoff returners after practice, trying to get some work in. But it was a fun game. Trying to get some of these more of these rolling.
What about at the end? How close did you think they needed to get to have a realistic chance to get the tying field goal?
I mean, they started at the 50, so we knew probably 1 field goal or one first down, but. You know, we're a resilient group. We were going to fight till the end, and that's what we did. And, you know, we got the win.
This is one of the best.
Isaiah.
This is one of the best inside linebackers.
Thank you, Bobby. Isaiah.
Hey, come
on, bro.
Now,
hold on. Best linebacker in the league right here.
The trio here.
Take the trio.
Top of the league right here.
Now, don't go anywhere. Your pressure led to his interception. Stay here, Micah.
Okay, yeah.
Tell me about the play.
Man, thought I had a sack, but God always has bigger plans, so, you know what I mean?
But you'll trade the sack for a pick by your teammate.
Absolutely. I'll take the pressure. I'll take the pressure with the pick for sure.
Big win for you guys. 2-0. It's got to feel great.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Bobby.
Whole lot of
Appreciate you, Isaiah. Micah, tell me about the energy and the guts and the kind of dedication that this team has to continue to fight.
Yeah, no, I mean, had a lot of poise there down the stretch. And obviously defense had to make a few plays, but just proud of the way the team fought and you know, definitely the finish, yeah.
Now, there were times they did run the ball between the tackles and gave you some tough runs there in the run game, but ultimately when push came to shove, you were able to hold on.
Yeah, I mean, they got some good backs back there. Give credit to them. They run hard and a lot of talent back there. But, yeah, proud of the way we finished, proud of the way we fought, and another good dub.
Micah, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
Paul Dottino out there working hard, getting the interviews in the post game right here. Defense translating to offense as Tommy DeVito gets his 2nd straight win, first start at home, 2nd starting win, and Tommy DeVito right here, touchdown Tommy.
Love it.
Getting the win in his MetLife debut. Things we love to see. Giants get the 10-7 win over the visiting New England Patriots. Welcome into Giants Postgame Live, brought to you by Moderna. My name is Madelyn Burke, alongside the Super Bowl champion Shaun O'Hare, the Super Bowl champion Victor Cruz. Guys, we saw Paul out there talking to some key members of the defense. Bobby Okereke, Isaiah Simmons, Micah McFadden. The defense is a huge part of this team's success when they have it, and a huge part of the success today, despite missing Dexter Lawrence. Shaun, what did you see from the defense?
Yeah, no Dexter Lawrence. That's certainly a big blow. He's the best defensive player, really. But the play by Bobby Okereke over the last couple of weeks, like, he has really emerged as the leader on this defense. And quite frankly, he's the lightning rod for this whole team. And a number of big plays. Last week, it was 2 forced fumbles, punching the ball out. This one, the interception. We should be talking about a pick 6, as Isaiah Simmons just alluded to. I'm sure he's going to hold it over his house. Hey, remember when I caught that interception?
Yep.
I took it to the house. That's how you do it right there.
That's how you do it.
That 3-headed monster we got there, Simmons and Micah McFadden's been all over the place. I can't say enough about this defense and this team and how tough they work today, how tough they played. Look, the Patriots are not a good football team. They have one of the worst scoring offenses in the league. And yet this defense just continually made plays. They got after it. They got after the quarterback. And the turnovers are the biggest part of this game. And you know, they couldn't always turn those into points, but the turnovers definitely brought the momentum back onto the Giants side, and I think the defense got to give them credit for the win.
Defense translating into offense, indeed, getting those takeaways. One of them turned into a score, of course, that Bobby Okereke one that we mentioned. But in terms of the offense, Victor, one of the things that stands out when you look at the way that this game went down, Jalin Hyatt, 109 yards on 5 receptions, his first 100-yard receiving game of his career. They were airing it out. He had a 20-plus yard reception on each of the first 2 possessions for this Giants team. What did you see from Hyatt?
Well, just more of that big play ability that we know that he has. He's the type of guy that can blow the top off of the coverage, right? You got to respect his deep play ability, his deep play threat at all times. And that's what you saw today. I've always been a huge advocate for guys like that. Yes, he's a little raw. Yes, he still has to understand what it's like to play in this league week in and week out. But he understands how to play football. At the end of the day, it's see ball, get ball. Do what you know how to do. Do what you were doing in Tennessee week in and week out. Like, that's what we brought you here to do. And I think he's starting to get more and more comfortable within his offense. You see the growth and his maturity almost week to week. You know, he's getting his little sprinkles of plays early in the year. Now he's out there contributing, making more of a contribution. But Tommy DeVito delivering the ball downfield, you see more and more confidence with him. Shout out to them putting a game plan together that was conducive to what he likes to do, completing 3 of the first 5 passes, getting into a rhythm of the game early on. But it was just fun to watch this team play today. And, you know, it hasn't been that way. That has been something we've said about this team all year long.
Yeah, Jalin looks good. And it's not just like the deep balls. Like, he actually, the confidence was there, and he would catch the ball. And he's making guys miss now, making moves and showing some of that explosive ability.
Yeah, that juke that he had right there, that was pretty good.
It looked like Mr. Salsa came over there.
It did. But you mentioned see ball, get ball. See ball, get ball, bring ball into end zone. That's what Isaiah Hodgins did. He's down on the field with Paul Dottino. Let's set it down.
Isaiah, the touchdown, you made a great move, and then, of course, you were able to avoid Jones's tackle to get into the end zone. Tell me about the effort.
Man, just, you know, going back to what we practice, you know, Dave's is always just harping physicality and just, you know, being aggressive, you know, after the catch, run after catch, so I just try to do my best at doing that.
What can you tell me about Tommy DeVito? He alters his first home start and he gets a win.
Yeah, man, he's a baller, man. He's confident. He's out there. He's just leading our team. He's doing a great job of it, so, you know, hope to continue to see it.
Yeah, you guys are rallying around him.
Yeah, we are, man. We love him, man. He's a good guy.
Congratulations, Isaiah. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Isaiah Hodgins with Paul Dottino, of course. Great touchdown right there.
Yeah, that nice stiff arm he had there.
Exactly.
Mush him, get him off you.
That 12-yard touchdown, too. That one coming off of the Bobby Okereke 55-yard pick return. We're not calling it a pick 6. We're calling it a pick run back because, of course, like he said at the top of the show, he's going to put some work in with the punt return team and get that going, right?
That linebacker room is going to destroy him when he gets back. When they watch the replay of that film, they're going to kill him. But it'll be great.
I like that he cut in and tried to be like challenging Mac Jones to tackle him and all that kind of stuff. You know what? He was working on it. All right, we're just getting started today. Guests of our postgame show received a gift certificate to Ben & Jack's, located on 44th Street in Manhattan. From the celebrated porterhouse to finer seafood, Ben & Jack's will surpass your expectations of what a steakhouse should be. We've got much more to come here on Giants Postgame Live after the break. We're going to hear from head coach Brian Daboll. That and more as we recap the 10-7 win here at MetLife Stadium on the Giants Salute to Service game. Much more Giants Postgame Live brought to you by Moderna coming up after the break. Look at this.
The pandemic may be over, but unfortunately, COVID-19 isn't going anywhere. In fact, it's still among the top 5 leading causes of death in the U.S., right after heart disease and cancer. And COVID-19-related ER visits are 3 times higher than the flu. So stay up to date with the latest COVID-19 vaccines this fall, just like you do with the flu, because you've got no time for 19. Stay up to date with the latest COVID-19 vaccines.
Uphill battles, rocky roads, hostile environments. Whatever the road ahead brings, you've got to be ready. The Ford Bronco Sport, equipped with GOAT modes to go over any type of terrain, because adventure has no off-season. Right now, returning lessees can get the Ford Bronco Sport for $279 a month for 24 months, only at your local Ford stores.
Instantly, DraftKings, you spoiling me now with these big payouts. Retired NFL smart guy Ryan Fitzpatrick. Break it down for us.
Just place your bet, and the bonus bets instantly appear in your account. Like magic. Like Fitz magic.
That's too much magic. It's too much magic.
This week, go for two. Bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, a no-sweat same-game parlay every single day. The crown is yours.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people like Sam who make
everyday products designed smarter. Like a smart coffee grinder that orders fresh beans for you.
Oh, genius. For more breakthroughs like that,
I need a breakthrough card.
Like ours, with 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more.
Plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases.
And with greater spending potential, Sam can keep making smart ideas
a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Challenge, extra lemon vinegar recipe. Yo, we're going to try and sort out Shaun Little's nonsense tonight because he's our betting guy and it has not been going that well.
It's sorted, baby. I got the winner coming here. We're going to get on track. I've been doing all right. I'm going to pick up my guy, Alex Monaco. Me and BP got some winners for you.
With all due respect, he's done a lot better than Alex Monaco. Notice that Monaco's not here tonight. Monaco knows that when he starts going cold, it takes some time off.
Where he at?
Today's scoring drive of the game is brought to you by Citizens, the official bank of the New York Giants. Citizens is made ready for Giants fans. For the scoring drive of the game, we bring you to the second quarter. 6 plays, 26 yards, took 2 minutes and 34 seconds off the clock, capped off by an Isaiah Hodgins 12-yard receiving touchdown. That, of course, after Bobby Okereke got the ball, his interception ran it back 55 yards, put the Giants in great field position for the touchdown, gave the Giants a 7-0 lead. They would win this one 10-7 over the visiting New England Patriots. Welcome back to Giants Postgame Live, brought to you by Moderna. For much more on this win, let's send it down to the field where Paul Dottino and Brandon London are standing by.
Well, this one comes down to a missed field goal. Brandon and I were right down here watching that kick go wide left. But really, so many things the Giants did well today that put them in position to hold the lead. Yes. Let's start with the defense for just a second. Yep. Dexter Lawrence not in there. They do run the ball at times effectively between the tackles, but guys like Kayvon Thibodeau and Bobby Okereke really came up big today.
Who's going to step it up? Sexy Dexy's down. Who's going to step up and make plays? You see Bobby Okereke, who's been a premier free agent signing this entire year. It's no secret, or I'm not surprised that he showed up and made plays. And Xavier McKinney, hats out to him because he's gone through some adversity in the recent weeks, but he continues to show up and make plays, and that's what you want to see out of your leadership.
Yeah, I want to talk about Thibodeau, too. Forced fumble, a sack, another tackle for a loss. He keeps racking up those impact plays week after week.
Hey, I thought he was a bust, Paul. Everyone's calling him a bust.
Was he really?
No, but he keeps showing up, and that's why this guy was drafted to play football in New York. You can't come here and listen to the noise and then lay an egg. Ever since all of the noise, he showed up, and he continues to progress, continues to make plays, and show why he's one of the premier pass rushers in the NFL. You have to give this man his flowers.
Okay, I need to go to the wide receiver quarterback connection.
Thank you, Paul.
Tommy DeVito to Hyatt has been a real fun thing to watch these last couple of weeks. Why is it, Hyatt had over 100 yards today, why is it that they seem to have such chemistry? Because the ball seems to be right there for him.
You got to keep in mind, these guys were rookies. I remember my rookie year, we come in here, we didn't have a quarterback necessarily come in with us, but the time you get to spend with your rookie teammates, whether it be Tommy DeVito or it be any of those other guys, Tommy DeVito knew where to get the ball, and you can tell that Jalen Hyatt was going to be a premier piece in this offense today. Get him the deep ball so we can evaluate him going forward. There's a reason why he's wearing 13, Paul.
Yeah, kudos to the Giants for taking advantage. They saw Hyatt in one-on-one matchups, and somehow DeVito was not fooled by Belichick's schemes and was able to attack those spots when they were available.
Yeah, and you also saw him make some check downs. He held on to the ball a little bit, but then from last week he got better being able to come off of it, make a check down, put himself in a more sustainable down and distance. You're seeing him grow little bit by little bit. Obviously, he's going to go into the room. It's never as good, it's never as bad when you watch the tape, but you're seeing the youngster progress.
I think those Thanksgiving leftovers are probably going to taste a little bit better this week.
And chicken parm feels good. Leftover chicken parm at your mom's house is always good with the W.
Hey, I'm a paisan, but I still have turkey. Let's go back upstairs to you.
Thanks so much. Great stuff from Paul Dottino and Brandon London. Just a reminder, Giants fans, limited single game tickets are available for the Giants' 3 remaining home games, including the next home matchup, Week 14 against the Green Bay Packers, when the Giants celebrate their second legacy game of the year right here at MetLife Stadium on Monday Night Football. Visit Giants.com/tickets for more, much more to come here on Giants Postgame Live, presented by Moderna. Stay with us. We'll be back with more after this.
Whether you celebrate mistletoe magic in a Cadillac XT5, festive gatherings in a Cadillac XT4, or reinventing traditions in a Cadillac XT6, this holiday season, Cadillac is celebrating you.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $2,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Giving is in the air. Gift up to $1 million with holiday scratch-off games from the New York Lottery.
Meet Terry. He loves turf and works at a nursery. Payday comes early with Citizens, so he can enter tomorrow's contest. Gets noticed. Launches his own turf biz. Business grows. His savings grow with Citizens Plus. And Terry becomes the most celebrated name in turf.
Hey, look, it's the turf guy.
Are you ready for all that life brings?
During Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event, give yourself the gift you've been waiting for all year. Like great deals on the confidently capable Sorrento and the spacious Sportage. Not to mention offers on the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. Visit your local Kia dealer. Get 1.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 trade assist cash on select new 2023 Sorrento or 2024 EV6 models.
Are you looking for heating savings plus service for your home? Go with Petro. Reliable oil delivery year-round in any weather? Go with Petro. Live 24/7 service and support? Energy-efficient new heating? Go with Petro. For everything you need to stay warm and save. You can never really go wrong when you go with Petro. Call Petro Home Services today and get $125 free heating oil.
What makes a Maverick? Showing up when no one else does. Battling the nerves. Challenging the status quo. The world isn't made for Mavericks, but Mercy University is.
Hey, Giants fans, subscribe to the Giants Podcast Network for a variety of team podcasts featuring conversations with Giants players, coaches, fans, and legends, plus NFL analysts, business professionals, influencer, and more. Available on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Google. It's the official Giants Podcast Network. Welcome back to the show. Giants win 10-7. Let's send it down to head coach Brian Daboll, who's addressing the media.
What are we doing? What we got?
Dave, so, you know how Belichick loves those post-snap looks. I mean, it seems like Tommy was reading it pretty well, and he's not forcing the ball again. Talk about what you saw. I know you got to look at the film again.
Yeah, no. Again, I thought he made a lot of good decisions for us. Didn't turn the ball over. You know, we had that one fumbled snap on a jet sweep. I don't know, what, 107 quarterback rating. Made good decisions. You know, we got to help him out too. You know, we had a few drops in there and a few things that we can clean up. But, you know, his job is to do what he needs to do to help us win, and he did a good job of it.
Do you see that progress in Tom, you know,
Absolutely.
From the Jet game till now?
Yeah, really since OTAs. But he's got a lot to work on still. He's only had 3 starts, so 2-1, I think, in his 3 starts, and certainly, you know, things we'd like to do better. But it was good to get this win.
Tyrod's eligible to come back after the bye. You still want to stick with Tommy to
Yeah, we'll have our bye week here. We'll discuss a lot of things, look at a lot of things. So over the next few days, that's what we'll do.
How big was the McKinney interception for you?
Yeah, they all were big, but X was great. Another over route. That was Banks's, too. So, I thought Wink did a fabulous job of, really scheming it up, and players did a good job of executing. So, proud of those guys.
Daves, can you talk about how Thibodeau played without Dexter in there? Dexter was...
Sure. Yeah. Obviously, you always miss a guy like Dex. He's one of the better players in the league, but I thought all the guys stepped up, not just Thibodeau, but inside. Nacho, Shaun, DJ. Riley was out a little bit, so, we activated him. But, Kayvon's been a leader for us. Again, I've talked about his growth for a while. I'm glad he's on our team. Good football player for us, good leader. Good to have him.
Are you, in your head thinking about, okay, the coin toss and overtime when he's lining up?
Sure.
So what goes through your head real quickly? You got to move ahead, and then you see this thing go wide left.
Well, you got to make a decision on what you want to do in overtime, and then you take your headset off and go shake the other head coach's hand when it doesn't. So those two things.
What did you think of the way your defense played and has been playing these last couple games?
Done a good job of taking care of the ball, or taking the ball away and flying to the ball, and proud of those guys.
How good does it feel to go into the bye on the back of 2 wins?
One more time, sorry.
How good does it feel to go into the bye week on the back of 2 wins?
It feels good. Yeah, feels better than the alternative.
Dibs, there was a report pregame that you and Wink are not getting along. Do you care to comment on that? Do you expect him to be back?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest argument Wink and I have had is who has the last piece of pizza. So got a lot of respect for Wink. Done a good job. So I'll leave it at that.
Are you saying there was no truth in that?
No, I was waiting for you to ask one. No? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I thought we were getting another question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Are you saying there was no truth in that report? Candidly, I didn't see it. So
Yeah, I'd say I got a lot of respect for Wink. He's a heck of a coach. I'm glad he's on the staff. Yeah.
How about Isaiah Hodgins kind of getting involved today, getting that touchdown? He was such a big part. I know it's not last year anymore, but he's been a big part.
I think you asked that question, didn't you? Yeah, prophetic, right? Yeah, no, he asked it on Friday. That's why I was asking him. Yeah. No, he did a nice job. Ran the under route, broke a tackle, was a big play for us. Thought a good call by Kafk. So, it's the only one we had, but it was a big one. Yeah. Coach. And I thought Hyatt, so you got Schmitz, you got DeVito, and you got Hyatt, 3 rookies. I'd say all, contributed in a positive way. We've got to keep building those guys and improving them.
What did you see from Hyatt specifically today?
Made plays when they came his way. Was big for us. He hit a few big ones. I think Tommy's got a lot of trust in him. Those guys are pretty close. That first over was a heck of a throw by Tommy, and did a great job of getting his depth and getting his feet in. They ran a starter go. Got a big third down on the shallow crosser. So he's making strides. Those young guys are all. This is what they got to do towards the end of the year, is continue to make progress.
Brian, one of the things that you see when you're watching Tommy play is it just looks like everybody's having fun around him.
Yeah.
Can you quantify that as a coach, and how much does that help?
I don't know if you can quantify it. I just think that I think he's got a great mentality. He enjoys himself out there. He's serious when he needs to be. He, for a young, undrafted rookie, he's worked extremely hard since OTAs, and he's made progress. Still got a ways to go. Obviously, he's only played 3 games and started 3 games, but I'd say the defensive guys, he's out there and show team dancing in the defensive huddle this week. He's got a little moxie to him in terms of his personality, but there's still a lot to work on.
Where has he made the biggest strides, in your opinion, in this short time that he's been a starter?
Yeah, I think he's played 2 good games in a row, so he's made good decisions, what we ask him to do. He's made the necessary throws. He's done his job, for the most part, the way that a quarterback needs to do his job to help us. Obviously, we want to score more points, no question about it, but there's a lot of things that go into that, too, as well. So, we just all got to keep doing our job and doing it as well as we can.
How much of an adjustment was it at halftime when they switched quarterbacks?
Not much. No, we were doing our, I thought we had a good plan all the way through. We watched both quarterbacks. But I thought, most importantly was, for us to play well, and we didn't get off to a good start in the second half there. We kicked the ball out of bounds. They get the ball. They drive down and hit a couple third downs and score. But, the resiliency was good. And then, we ended up making that kick after we kicked the ball out of bounds. We ended up making a 43-yard, whatever it was, to go up 10. Obviously had some more chances to get some points on the board. We'll work on that. That's what we'll do, coaching-wise in this upcoming week.
Dave, how big of a momentum swing was the challenge when you talked about the start of the second half?
Yeah, the 4th down and 1. I thought it was obviously it was a big play. They saw that they didn't get it. His elbow was down. The guys upstairs did a great job of communicating it. Backed them up. They tried to get us off sides. That was, I think it was helpful that they didn't get the first down. No question.
Did you get a sense that they weren't going to let Saquon beat them?
Yeah, that's every week. Yeah, it's every week.
Coach, I'd argue that Jalen Hyatt was the offensive MVP this game. There's been a little inconsistency as far as getting him involved this season.
You would what? I'm sorry.
I would say that there's been a little bit.
Argue?
I'd argue that he would be the offensive
I just want to make sure what you're saying.
MVP. There's been a little inconsistency as far as the game plan from week by week basis. How, even past the bye week, how sensitive is it, for lack of better words, to get him more involved down the stretch as a rookie?
Yeah, I just think Jalen's got to continue to do his job. He does everything we ask him to do, and when he's open, he gets the ball thrown to him, then we make the play. So, again, this guy has worked extremely hard since he's been here. He's a young player, like Tommy, like John Michael, like some of the Wandell, that we just got to keep bringing along, and those guys work extremely hard to do everything they can possibly do.
Brian, you likely might not have won without 3 interceptions, and could have lost if you threw even 1.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
No, I'm just saying, how difficult with a rookie like this is it to get in his head that you can't turn the ball over? It's easier said than done. He's not doing that.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to say you can't turn the ball over. I'd prefer to say make good decisions. So that's what we've asked him to do. That's what he's continued to do. The ball came out there on one of the scrambles, which we just talked about. It got a little rainy out, but, our mindset is, what we need to do. So be proactive in making good decisions. I don't like telling players they can't, don't turn the ball over, or don't do this, or don't do this. Like, it's a competitive game. Things are going to happen. I'd rather give them, this is what we expect from you. But that's the culture we're trying to build.
One thing he's not doing, Tommy, is forcing any of his passes. But does that lead to sometimes him holding the ball too long?
Maybe. I think you take the good with the bad on some of those, because sometimes it gives you a 50, 60-yarder down the field. Something we'll continue to work on, Russ. There's probably plays in there that we could maybe get the ball out, maybe not. There's things that happen. It happens quickly. I think he's made progress. We'll keep working on that. He's trying to do everything he can do to help our team.
Dave, is it meaningful to you in the matchup of head coaches to win over Bill?
I'd say, look, I said this, I got a lot of respect for him. It's really happy for the players, the coaches, the organization. A lot of smiling faces in there. These guys work extremely hard. They do things the right way. They're committed to the process. There's a lot of team chemistry. I appreciate that through some tough times. So, look, we got a long way to go. We'll come back Monday night, I think, against Green Bay. But really proud of the people that, put their head down and grind and are able to fight through some adversity at times, because that's, like I've said before a million times, a roller coaster. So stay committed to the things we do and believe in one another, and do everything we can do to try to put us in good position to win a game.
Okay.
All good?
That sound from head coach Brian Daboll is brought to you by your local Ford stores. Ford is proud to be the official truck of the New York Giants. And Giants fans, check out the Coach Daboll Show presented by Ford. We'll look back on today's game and take a look at the next matchup. It's the Coach Daboll Show, airing every week on MSG Network and the Giants YouTube channel. Coming up after the break, we've got sound from players in the locker room, including Xavier McKinney. That and much more here on Giants Postgame Live as we celebrate Salute to Service here at MetLife Stadium. Michael Olivo, Army vet, longtime Giants fan, ringing the bell. We'll be back with more after this. Stay with us.
By the time this Giants fan is finished drinking his Pepsi, you'll be 15 seconds closer to game time. Giants watching. Better, with Pepsi.
Uphill battles, rocky roads, hostile environments. Whatever the road ahead brings, you've got to be ready. The Ford Bronco Sport, equipped with GOAT modes to go over any type of terrain, because adventure has no off-season. Right now, returning lessees can get the Ford Bronco Sport for $279 a month for 24 months, only at your local Ford stores.
Progress. It can be fast. It can be slow. It can be disruptive. But one thing it can't be is stopped. While progress might seem inevitable, breakthroughs come from supercharging it, delivering business outcomes at scale, fulfilling aspirations with compassion, innovating responsibly. Whether it's day-to-day success or transformational gains, we supercharge progress to change the game.
At Domino's, we know life doesn't always go as planned, which is why we're giving you a free pizza.
Enjoy.
Thanks. An emergency pizza to use when you need it most. Here you go.
Thank you.
No matter the reason, Domino's has you covered.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Get your emergency pizza to use in the future when you order Domino's online.
10 years ago, we started Untuck It out of my apartment, and today we have more than 80 stores worldwide.
It's been quite a journey. We didn't just create shirts designed to be worn untucked, we perfected them. With great fabrics and design at the perfect untucked length, so you can look sharp in this new business comfortable world. Just look for our signature sale. Untuck It, 10 years in the making, and we're nowhere close to stopping. Shop our Thanksgiving weekend sale at untuckit.com today.
By the time this Giants fan is finished drinking his Pepsi, you'll be 15 seconds closer to game time. Giants watching. Better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to the show. Time now for our HCL Player of the Game, presented by HCL Tech, supercharging progress, the official digital transformation partner of the New York Football Giants. Player of the game in the Giants' 10-7 win over the Patriots. Safety Xavier McKinney led the team with 10 tackles, an interception, 2 pass defense. He's had 2 takeaways in the last 2 games. For more, let's send it down and hear from Xavier McKinney in the locker room.
Xavier, 3 takeaways for this defense after 6 last week. What is going right for you guys to be able to make so many big plays like this?
I think just execution, doing our job and trying to make plays. And we're trying to win the game, so we're trying to do whatever we can to, put us in the best position to be able to win.
There was so much talk during the week that no one knew who the Patriots were going to have at quarterback. How difficult was it to prepare for multiple guys? And then what did you see from the 2 guys that you wound up facing today?
I don't think it was really, difficult. We were just preparing for whoever was going to be in the game. We knew, who they had at quarterback. We knew the different quarterbacks. But for us, it's all about what we do. It's all about how we execute and how we can go out there and be able to play aggressive and be able to make plays. So regardless of who the quarterback was, we weren't really concerned about that. We just wanted to worry about what we were doing on our side of the ball.
You had one veteran in the defense. Adoree Jackson comes back, makes some nice passes defensed, but you also lost Dexter Lawrence, which was a big hurt. Somehow you guys were able to still grit out a win.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, we always need those guys, out there on the field with us. Deck, whoever it is, we always going to need them. But, the most important thing is for them to get healthy and you know, they'll do that, and you know, they'll get back right on track, and we'll be good.
How nerve-wracking is it to have to watch that last-second field goal that they wound up missing wide left that allowed you to hold on?
I mean, I felt like he was gonna miss. I think he was a little nervous. I was trying to talk to him before he actually kicked it, but it was good to see him miss it. It was good to see us, you know, get a win and you know, play how we play. So overall, it was good.
That's safety Xavier McKinney, player of the game. He is ready for all of the elements out here. It is chilly, it is raining, but we are here recapping this one, 10-7 win over the New England Patriots. Madelyn Burke, Shaun O'Hara, Victor Cruz. Guys, when you look at the way that Xavier McKinney and this defense played today, first of all, X leading the team in tackles. We talked about this. The defense really stepping out in the absence of Dexter Lawrence, but also the takeaways, winning the turnover battle, pulling that ball out of the air is like wrestling an alligator sometimes. How important are those takeaways?
It's huge, especially for Xavier, who's had 2 of those in the last 2 games now, really making his mark and being a leader on this football team. And that's what it's all about. It's about your leaders making plays when they need to, understanding their roles on this football team, understanding what they have to do in order to be a successful defense. And I think he's doing that. I think he's rallying guys around him, obviously. Him, Dexter Lawrence, those guys understand how to play the game the right way. And for Xavier McKinney, right, leading the team in tackles today with 10 of those. I mean, for your safety to be leading the team in tackles, that means he has a knack of being around the football. He has a nose for the football, and he's reading plays. I remember the play where he had the interception. I'm reading the deep over right from the beginning. Bailey Zappi had his eyes over there, at, you know, from the snap of the football, and I'm pointing at it. I'm like, there's the over, and he read it just as, if not quicker than I did, and Bailey Zappi kind of telegraphed the throw, and he was all over it and made a pick and made a big play. So his maturity is what's going to bring not only that secondary, but that entire defense together. And the more he can continue to play at a high level and all of the entire leadership on that defense can continue to match his level of play, they should land in a good spot.
When the leaders of the team, and specifically the defense, like Xavier McKinney and Bobby Okereke, are playing well, it lets you know one thing. These guys are putting in the time. They're preparing. They're watching film. In order to know that route was coming, you've got to study and you've got to be prepared. That's how plays happen, when preparation meets opportunity. So we're seeing this defense be all of a sudden opportunistic. Well, they're putting in the time. Guess what? This week was a big holiday week for all of us. Guess who was practicing and working on Thanksgiving Day? The players actually were asked, do you want to have Thanksgiving off? No, coach, we want to practice. So they came in and put in the work. And I think for a couple weeks ago, everybody was talking about, is this team, are they starting to fragment? Are they starting to blame each other? No, this team is together. And the defense has been the catalyst. I think the confidence that you see from guys like Xavier McKinney, Bobby Okereke, stepping up, making plays. No Dexter Lawrence. Guess who steps up? Jihadi Ward, a.k.a. Hottie. All of a sudden, a huge play. That sack that he created, he was actually going up against the guard. He spins inside, runs over the center, David Andrews, and bowls him over, makes the sack. That's huge plays, huge opportunities, stepping up. And then Kayvon Thibodeau, while he didn't have the 3-sack performance he did the week before, he had a number of quarterback hits. He had the forced fumble. He's still making an impact. And I think this defense, that energy is contagious. When they have a lead, whenever we score first and they play with a lead, they have a different edge to them. And I think that's really been the catalyst for this entire team.
Preparation meets opportunity, the key to success. That's something that Jalin Hyatt, I'm sure, implemented this week en route to his first 100-yard receiving game of his career. Let's send it down and hear from Jalin Hyatt.
All right, so Jalin, getting over 100 yards receiving in any day for a rookie is a big deal, but you did it with 3 huge chunk plays and almost even had a 4th. What was it about today that went so right against their defense?
Just preparation. How we did it in practice, just seeing their secondary, knew we could get some big plays on them. And not only that, I think coach started trusting me more. So it was a great day for us.
We all talk about Belichick disguising defenses and giving rookie quarterbacks a lot of trouble. On those big plays, was there anything deceptive about it, or did you and Tommy just read it correctly?
Yeah, you know, Bill Belichick, obviously a great coach, and appreciate you, Shaun. Obviously a great coach. We knew they was going to come in disguising a lot, but for us, you know, Tommy played a great game. He checked when he needed to check plays. He read it right, and I'm just following him. You know, he's a quarterback, so the plays that he was calling when he was, you know, in the huddle, what we're seeing on defense, it worked out for us.
When he looks for you, the ball always seems to be right there. How much of that is timing and chemistry that you guys as rookies were able to develop by able to throw to each other for some time over the summer?
Yeah, you know, we started in rookie minicamp, and then OTAs, the training camp. So, you know, for me, I wasn't really with the ones starting off, and me and Tommy was with the 3 starting off. So we kind of built chemistry off that, just off the, you know, during the off season, going into the season. So But at the same time, it just goes to our preparation. Tommy had a great game. You know, it all starts with the quarterback, you know, for, you know, being in the league. So I'm very proud of him and what he has done. But for us, we got to keep going.
It's all about opportunity. Slayton was banged up coming in, didn't get a lot of snaps today. How much was the wide receiver room aware of that and that you guys would have to step up in his absence?
Yeah, you know, Slay, one of our better players on this team, and, you know, he was out just a little bit. He was limited. So, you know, for us as receivers, we knew we had to step up. You know, one of our big guys is out. I knew I had to step up personally, and the whole receiver room did. So, proud of our guys, proud of how we executed, but we just got to keep going.
Jalen, thanks. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Giants rookie wide receiver Jalin Hyatt coming off a 109-yard game on 5 receptions, a 41-yard long career high in receptions and receiving yards. Of course, giving a lot of credit to his quarterback, Tommy DeVito, in that one as well. We've got much more to come here on the show. After the break, we're going to hear from Giants quarterback Tommy DeVito, the passing paisano, TD on the chain and in the end zone right here. That and much more to come. Stay up to date with the latest COVID-19 vaccines because you've got no time for 19. It's Giants Postgame Live, brought to you by Moderna. We'll be back with more after this.
The pandemic may be over, but unfortunately, COVID-19 isn't going anywhere. In fact, it's still among the top 5 leading causes of death in the U.S., right after heart disease and cancer. And COVID-19 related ER visits are 3 times higher than the flu. So stay up to date with the latest COVID-19 vaccines this fall, just like you do with the flu, because you've got no time for 19. Stay up to date with the latest COVID-19 vaccines.
Sunday, kind of love.
Down. I might. Hey, how you doing? Thank you.
I forgot the sausage.
Dad.
Oh my God.
Perfect.
Holy, what's the password? There you go. There he goes. There he got it. I want a Sunday. Kind of love.
Giants take the snap. Breaks the tackle, beats the defender to the edge. One more man to beat, and he could go all the way.
You don't have to miss another game winner. By going solar with a battery backup, you save yourself from untimely blackouts. Click the link, enter your address, and get a customized estimate based on satellite analysis in less than 30 seconds.
Uphill battles, rocky roads, hostile environments. Whatever the road ahead brings, you've got to be ready. The Ford Bronco Sport, equipped with GOAT modes to go over any type of terrain, because adventure has no off-season. Right now, returning lessees can get the Ford Bronco Sport for $279 a month for 24 months, only at your local Ford stores.
To choose this life over friends, over family, and we never quit.
Terrorists have taken nuclear bombs.
Let's prevent World War III.
I got you. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's fly, baby.
Time to get loud.
You're welcome.
They say romance is dead. Expendables.
It's a beautiful old house, if you don't mind the ghosts.
No! You're gonna scare us? Whoa.
No, we're gonna scare you.
Who said that?
Things are about to get weird.
You're all in for a treat. I'm not afraid of a few ghosts.
Take us with you?
No.
That gets your attention.
Fabio, big dubs. Big Blue, you ready? Just want to let you guys know we got the dub. You know what I mean? Now everybody go ahead and get rest and enjoy our bye week and stuff like that. We can't do nothing without y'all. You know what I mean? Go Big Blue. You know what I mean? So, Kings.
Some great celebratory reactions from Tommy DeVito, Bobby Okereke, and Jihad Ward. You can see that content and more on all the Giants' social media. Welcome back to Giants Postgame Live, presented by Moderna. A 10-7 win over the visiting New England Patriots. For more, let's send it down to the podium to hear from the passing paisano himself, Tommy DeVito.
What's going on?
So how's it feel to win your first start at MetLife?
Feels great.
Any game after a win's awesome, but to be able to do it here at home for my first time is surreal. I'm going to enjoy the moment.
What was going through your head when that field goal went wide left?
Whew. By the time we got a little lucky. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Heard that saying a lot when I was growing up, but worked out for us. We got the win.
Tommy, take us back to really pre-game intros. Did you expect that kind of reaction when you came out last as a starting offense?
I did not know. I didn't know until we were right there, like, you're up last. And it said DeVito, and they had the little emoji next to it. I thought that was kind of funny. But, yeah, it was surreal.
To hear the crowd that way, I mean, what was that like?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of blacked out. I was kind of just in my element. I didn't know if people were cheering or booing or what was going on. It could have been anything, but I was just locked in and enjoying it.
Your touchdown pass and Hodgins, what he did with the ball afterwards. The touchdown pass.
What he did with the ball?
Well, I mean, no, what he did to get into the end zone.
Oh, playing with his frame like he did, that was awesome. I mean, to be able to throw a maybe like 5-yard route and then see him make somebody miss like that, use his size, use his body, throw the dude off him and find his way into the end zone was awesome. It makes your job as a quarterback a lot easier.
Giants quarterback Tommy DeVito, his third straight start, his second straight win, second one without throwing an interception, without a turnover, without throwing an interception right there. 17 completions on 25 attempts, 191 yards and a touchdown. For Tommy DeVito, getting his first win as a starting quarterback at MetLife Stadium with about 200 members of his family and friends in attendance. A great thing right here because, of course, a Jersey native. But, Victor, you know this guy well. You talked about it on our postgame show last week. When he was in high school, you had him throwing you a couple passes. Yeah. First of all, how much have you seen him grow since then?
Man, big time. Even just looking back at my photos on my phone and just seeing how he was and his temperament, and even back then he was just so bright-eyed, right? He's just like, I get to throw to Victor Cruz and just relishing in that moment. And me just being as excited as I was for him, just him being a Jersey kid, him having an opportunity to play football at a very, very big high level. So I was a fan of his, but to see him grow and mature, even in just these last 3 weeks, man, you just see him more and more confident with the football, confident in the game plan and getting the ball out to his pass catchers, trusting them, giving obviously Hodgins that short pass and letting him, do what he does with the ball after the catch, and just seeing Tommy just kind of come into his own, understanding what his role is on this football team and owning that has been just special to watch. And you see the numbers are proving it for themselves. The ball that he throws, he's got nice, crisp passes, accurate passes down the football field. And kudos to the coaching staff that kind of loosened up the reins and let him kind of be himself. Like, you could see kind of them being a little bit timid in his first start in his first couple games. But now they're like, you know what, let's take the chains off this guy. Let's let him throw the ball downfield. Let's put Jalen Hyatt in that he has a rapport with and has an energy with, and you just see it all paying off one throw, one series at a time.
Well, I'll say there's one thing. They're not taking the chains off of TD.
Yeah,
they're adding them to the list. I think one thing that's interesting about Tommy DeVito, and you and I know this from experience, we're both undrafted guys.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge with being an undrafted player in the NFL is feeling like you belong.
Yeah.
And it's the confidence. And we're seeing that now from Tommy DeVito. Look, you belong in the NFL. You belong. Don't get it twisted. The fact that you didn't get drafted doesn't mean you're not a good player. The NFL is all about, can you put in the time? Are you willing to put in the effort and the time that it takes to be great? And when your opportunity rises up, can you make the most of that? And he's doing just that. It's a great story. And the fact that he's from Jersey and we're having fun with the passing Bazzano, all that stuff, like, don't lose sight of what this kid is doing.
Yeah.
And for all you kids out there, like, you don't have to be a first-round draft pick. You don't have to get a scholarship right out of college. Like, you can earn the right to play, and you can earn the right to be successful by the work you put in. That's what he's doing a great job of, and it's great, and it's easy to root for a guy that you know has earned it. And, of course, I'm happy for him that he's celebrating right now with his 200 fans and relatives that are out there. It's a great story. It's great to watch, and it's great to see the team kind of rally around him because they know how much time and how much effort he's putting into this. And, there's nothing better than walking out, knowing you're on a bye week. You can eat all the chicken cutlets you want right now. You can have all the vino you want right now.
Chicken cutlets, chicken parm,
Bring
all
it
of it.
on.
Bring it on, Mom. Where's the meatloaf?
You want some?
All right, Giants fans, subscribe to Giants text alerts for breaking news, ticket offers, game day updates, and more. Just scan the QR code on your screen or text 201-636-1569 to subscribe. We're back with more on Giants Postgame Live, brought to you by Moderna after this.
Whether you celebrate mistletoe magic in a Cadillac XT5, festive gatherings in a Cadillac XT4, or reinventing traditions in a Cadillac XT6, this holiday season, Cadillac is celebrating you.
Current eligible lessees get this low mileage lease on this 2024 Cadillac XT5 luxury model for around $539 per month.
Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Claire and Ben are ready for a change. Payday comes early with Citizens. So they booked the last 2 spots at the retreat. Become enlightened and move to the country. Now they're driving this. Wearing that, buying goat feed that their goats don't like. So they return it. Citizens alerts them of their refund, which they put towards launching their new lifestyle brand. Are you ready for all that life brings?
During Kia's Season of Giving Back sales event, give yourself the gift you've been waiting for all year. Like great deals on the confidently capable Sorrento and the spacious Sportage. Not to mention offers on the all-electric EV6 and the fun-to-drive Forte. Visit your local Kia dealer. Lease a new 2023 Forte LXS for $189 a month.
How does he have time to visit everyone in one night?
Well, he has VIP parking.
And how does he know if I've been naughty or nice?
He sees everything.
Everything? Let me guess. He's got lots of storage, too. And that's how he does it.
The electric BMW Road Home sales event is on now. Lease the 2024 BMW iX Extra i50 for $699 per month, now through November 30th.
The house the Giants built is here. Wow, there's so much stuff, it's unbelievable. We've just accumulated it through the years.
I got some old cards.
Every and anything you can imagine, we wanted to put it out.
And we want to show everybody, too.
There's my Giant tattoo.
There it is. I don't know if it's the colors or the memorabilia that we do get. It just fills our home with a lot of love, so it's like we just spread the joy. And when we welcome people into our home, they feel it, too.
Hey, Giants fans, check out the Eli Manning Show presented by Panini Prism Trading Cards. All you have to do is subscribe to the Giants YouTube channel to catch all of the new shows. It's the Eli Manning Show. Subscribe today. Welcome back to Giants Postgame Live. Kayvon Thibodeau, great game for the linebacker in the Giants 10-7 win. Let's send it down to the locker room.
Kayvon, let's start with the fact that impact plays, tackles for losses, sacks, forced fumbles, you just seem to be a specialist at that. They continue to happen week after week. What is it about your knack to do it?
I just got to keep going. It wasn't the best day for me pass rushing, and, you got to find a way to impact the game in other ways.
They talk all the time about having to establish the run, and at times they did run the ball. You guys didn't have Dexter Lawrence in there, but you made the stops when you needed to. What was it about those key moments?
I give credit to my guys that stepped up, from Jordan Riley to the interior. I mean, even Jihad had 2 sacks today, and that's in pass, but talk about a run. He's stuffing in, letting guys like Bobby and Micah, run in and make plays. So big shout out to them, and, we keep building together as a unit. We're going to be unstoppable.
The 3 takeaways again after 6 against Washington last week, man, that is a very big spark to what you guys are trying to do.
Yeah, man, we're watching film. Guys like Bobby and myself, the safeties, they're getting in together, and they're watching the film and they're breaking it down, and they're becoming a family on the film tape.
What about their quarterback situation? We talked all week. We didn't know who it was going to be. They wound up with Jones and Zappi in there both. How much of an issue was it to prepare for both of them? And then when you got both of them in there, was it rough at all to have to make the adjustments?
Nah, definitely not. I think we just prepare for the scheme. Obviously we know Wink has a great understanding of their head coach and play caller, so we were able to, scheme up the team, and whoever was going to come in was just going to be interchangeable.
Now, what were you looking for in the last drive? They did get into field goal range. They missed the kick. Obviously, that makes you happy, but the fact that they got so close, I'm sure, gave you a little nerves.
We got to stop the run. We knew that last drive they were going to try to run it. They got it kind of like the 50, 45-yard line, so, we knew that they were going to try to go for a field goal, but we just had to bow up and fight the next play, and, yeah, they missed it, so.
That's Kayvon Thibodeau as we take a look at his numbers today against the Patriots. 4 tackles, 5 combined, half a sack, 2 tackles for loss, and a forced fumble. But, of course, Kayvon talking about, we've become a family on film. And there was a report earlier this week about how Brian Daboll walked into a meeting, and Kayvon was kind of taking the lead in the film study. How important is that for a young player, Victor, like that, to step into that role?
Yeah, big time. It shows that he's ready for the leadership role. It shows that he's ready to, come to the forefront in that regard and really start to lead the pack, so to speak. So whenever your players are leading the pack in any way, shape, or form, whether that's film study, whether that's in workouts, whether that's going to the weight room, getting extra work on the jugs afterward, like whatever that looks like, if your leaders and your guys and your players are the ones leading those groups out to the field, that's what you want. And he mentioned becoming a family in the film room. That's exactly what you want out of those guys, is getting into the film room, getting into the X's and O's of it, because that's just going to make the opportunities on the field come a lot more seamlessly.
Yeah, the preparation's key. And, we used to have a saying, the more you sweat in preparation, the less you bleed in battle. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing from Kayvon Thibodeau. Now, the production, as you show, he had a half sack. Keep in mind, the guy he was going against with the Patriots, Trent Brown, he's a damn planet. He's one of the biggest tackles in the league. He's only given up 2 sacks in the entire season. So, that was certainly a challenge. But he showed up, and, he had a tackle for a loss. He had a couple of other big plays. So there was still a lot of great production that maybe didn't show up in the stat sheet for Kayvon.
Yeah, he had a lot of hustle, a lot of heart out there as well. As the Giants got the win over the Patriots and their salute to service game as well, of course. We got much more to come as we recap this one. But as we look back at what happened in the salute to service game today, want to give a shout out to John Mulvey, a 9-time deployed Navy veteran who was gifted this dog, Storm, who was trained by Paws of War. Look at Storm.
That's a cute
so
dog.
Happy to be there. Congratulations, John Mulvey, to the new member of your family. We've got much more to come here on Giants Postgame Live, brought to you by Moderna. We'll be back.
WFAN is the home of the New York Giants.
The Giants stopped them at the 1-yard line. Holy cow!
Here, every Giants game.
To the 10 to the 5, touchdown, Saquon Barkley.
Listen to the games and then talk about the Giants the next day on The Fan. Every New York Giants game, only on the flagship station for Giants football.
Brian Daboll pumping his fist to the crowd.
The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Uphill battles, rocky roads, hostile environments. Whatever the road ahead brings, you've got to be ready. The Ford Bronco Sport, equipped with GOAT modes to go over any type of terrain, because adventure has no off-season. Right now, returning lessees can get the Ford Bronco Sport for $279 a month for 24 months, only at your local Ford stores.
Progress. It can be fast. It can be slow. It can be disruptive. But one thing it can't be is stopped. While progress might seem inevitable, breakthroughs come from supercharging it. Delivering business outcomes at scale. Fulfilling aspirations with compassion. Innovating responsibly. Whether it's day-to-day success or transformational gains, we supercharge progress to change the game.
Instantly. DraftKings, you spoiling me now with these big payouts. Retired NFL smart guy Ryan Fitzpatrick. Break it down for us.
Just place your bet, and the bonus bets instantly appear in your account. Like magic. Like Fitz magic.
That's too much magic. It's too much magic.
This week, go for 2. Bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, a no-sweat same-game parlay every single day. The crown is yours.
Doors lead us to places we've never been. Your dedicated Fidelity advisor can help you open those doors. They can help you create a retirement income plan designed to balance growth and guaranteed income, and provide access to specialists who help with estate planning to look out for future generations. So you're not just growing and protecting your wealth, you're sharing it. Because doors were meant to be opened.
Why did you invite him?
He was out there all alone.
Great party. I really feel the warmth. I wish this night would last forever.
I'll get him up.
M&M's for all fun kind.
Taste is not an option. Taste is everything.
1800, the world's most awarded tequila.
As we look ahead to the next Giants game, we got some time before this one because, of course, the Giants are headed to the bye, but the next time they'll be back at MetLife Stadium in 2 weeks' time. Week 14, they're hosting the Green Bay Packers, currently scheduled for Monday Night Football, December 11th, 8:15 p.m. Giants, Packers. This is going to be an interesting one, too, because Giants are going to have an extra week of preparation with that bye, and then, going into that kind of elongated prep, going into the bye week with back-to-back wins. That momentum has got to be good carrying this team forward, Shaun.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Two wins in a row right there going into the bye week. Obviously, you're going to get some guys healthy too. Maybe Tyrod comes back, maybe Evan Neal. So the bye is late this season, but you always love having a little time to kind of recoup. Also, you kind of scout yourself a little bit. But for that Packers game, we're talking about Jersey natives. Shaun Gary, Paramus Catholic product, is coming back right here to MetLife. So that'll be a big task for this offense.
Yeah, a big thing during a bye is always self-assessment, right? You want to go back. You want to look at the season that you've had thus far. You want to see the things that you can do differently. You can see what you did differently and kind of go into the film room and make those changes, make those assessments, look at yourself as a player. Obviously, the coaching staff comes together, makes changes, see how they want to approach the rest of the football season. And I still think we got some good football ahead of us as a Giant, and we'll see where it takes us, but it should be a fun week.
Quickly, as a player, is it easier to self-scout off of a win, or is it easier to self-scout in kind of off of a loss?
It's always better after a win.
Yeah. Everything's better after a win.
It's like, all right, coach, yeah, you can,
especially two of them back-to-back.
Two of them back-to-back, right? Of course. We love to see back-to-back wins, especially congratulations, Tommy DeVito getting his first win at home at MetLife Stadium. We, of course, will be back after every game this season for more Giants Postgame Live. Brian Daboll and Joe Shane will be addressing the media tomorrow as we head into the bye week. Wishing you guys all a happy bye. How are you spending the bye?
I'll be in Miami and Las Vegas.
Oh, casual.
Playing as much golf as possible.
Feet up, watching football. We'll miss you, but we'll be back in 2 weeks with more Giants Postgame Live, brought to you by Moderna.
WFAN is the home of the New York Giants.
The Giants stopped them at the 1-yard line. Holy cow!
Here, every Giants game.
To the 10 to the 5, touchdown, Saquon Barkley.
Listen to the games and then talk about the Giants the next day on The Fan. Every New York Giants game, only on the flagship station for Giants football.
Brian Daboll pumping his fist to the crowd.
The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Hey people, Content Day, Monica McNutt here on the Players Playbook couch. We got this guy coming up next. You can't say, move out the way, Tim, you're in the shot.
Welcome to the Players Playbook. I'm Josh Hart.
How's fatherhood?
It's good, it's good. You're just waiting for like milestones, like waiting for them to like crawl, walk, talk, and all that. So just waiting is fun though.
Well, we're gonna go back to your first game as a Knick, February 11th versus the Jazz. You're gonna come in with an assist to your fellow Wildcat.
Here's Brunson from Hart.
I love pushing the ball in transition, obviously, and Jalen knows if I get the ball, just run. Obviously, that's what he did on this play, and luckily he was able to knock it down.
One of the things that I think endeared you to the Knicks fan base immediately was the pride and the energy that you play with.
Hart coming up with the steal.
This is a crazy play, though, Josh. Like, I don't even know where you come from.
I just run around and just hope the ball finds me. I got slapped. Look at him, he just slapped me, and I started yelling.
And now Hart comes up with the intercept.
This time, you show us some of your scoring prowess.
Hart, number 3, knocks down a 3.
Yeah, nice little catch and shoot. Everyone yells at me I can't shoot. I need to shoot more, so maybe I should do that. But yeah, man, if I'm open, I'm gonna shoot it for the most part. I just like playing my game at my own pace.
All right, I think this next one is an and one play. Finally, the refs give you the much-deserved whistle.
Yeah, just like a random broken play. Honestly, I don't even know if that was much of a foul, and I just started yelling stuff as always.
Hart goes inside, layup, banks it home, and the foul. Josh Hart does it again.
So,
have you always been a talker?
Not really.
I'm
still
like
not really much of a talker. It was just like random games when you feel good. I think I was hooping this game, so I was feeling good. Obviously, it was against Brooklyn, so everyone was talking about how they beat. Let's say us at the time. Obviously, it was my first time playing with New York, but beat them for the last I don't know how many games in a row. So there was that, looming. So it felt good, and then I just started talking.
Let me confirm one thing. You were indeed hooping. 27 points. You made 4 threes in this basketball game. So yes, indeed, to hooping. One thing I think that maybe fans don't necessarily know to appreciate is how difficult it is to be the energy guy, especially coming off the bench.
Yeah.
What do you want fans to know about your role that they should appreciate? Because like you said, sometimes your role is different depending on what the game needs.
Yeah, you can't, for me, it's like you can't look at a box score and just be like, okay, he had 10 points, he, only shot like 5 shots or whatever, and then like equate the result of the game or result of my performance just off, just what a box score is. And I was just, that's the casual fan, but, my impact on games kind of goes beyond that. That's why I never really cared too much about, media or like what people say, because at the end of the day, like if you know basketball and you actually watch games and see my impact on it, you see that it's a positive impact. It's not always pretty, but it gets the job done.
Look, if you don't know, you better find out. Josh Hart, y'all, Players Playbook.